What do you need now? If you really have to, go ahead. Such as they are.
Okay.
What do you need now? If you really have to, go ahead. Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact. Well, if you're going to go and pay attention to the facts, then fine. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Our Lehman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough. I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Our Lehman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me. I suppose you're right. I wasn't raised as the Arl's son, though, if you're picturing that. I slept in hay, out in the stables, not on silk sheets. I remember I had an amulet, with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Cool. And then let's see if she has anything to say.
Yes?
Uh...
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees. Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds. I saw what I desired, and I took it. Such a concept did not even exist to me. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken. That is because I learned my lesson well. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been. They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Cool. Alright, so my guy is still injured, so I'm actually gonna return to camp and maybe even purchase some potions if possible.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
Yes, he certainly has them for sale. So I'll buy, I mean, only 2, but it's still better than nothing. I'll buy the lesser ones, too. I was gonna say, this shit's, like, way too expensive. Let's see. 5 damage. What does Morrigan have? Is it worth... Yeah... I don't know if I want to go that far. I'm not going to change her robes. I will give her a cap, though. Oh, and Shale, too. Give him some crystals. So he has 10% spirit resistance. Oh, he doesn't have, like, a damaging crystal. Or she, whatever the fuck. Fine. Let's see where all the approval stands. My approval with Alistair is pretty low. My approval with Morgan is actually high. And then the dog's never going to turn on you. The dog's never going to turn on you. Alright, well... let's go back out, and let's go to Lake Calenhad.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here? Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was. I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic. Don't look at me. I told you, I'm not the ferryman no more. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy. Well, you go on ahead. Gregor tells me to stay here, I stay here. I reckon the fella knows what he's talking about. I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but the Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust? Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
Okay.
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry. We harm no one, I assure you, and we enforce the Chantry's laws among ourselves. All we seek is a life outside of the Templar's shadow. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet. Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Makers smile upon you.
Let's go into this tavern.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
That's literally all he ever says.
Water down ale, damp beds, rickety stools. Why do I even bother?
Yes, we got a lead about the Urn of Sacred Ashes here. Don't ask me how. I may or may not have gone to Denerim off-screen, but not include it in this playthrough because it's not very, doesn't make sense to go all the way to Denerim and then back, like, you know, lore-wise and, you know, like, logically, so.
Good day, and welcome
We'll
to
just
the
say we heard about,
Princess.
we
Is
got
there
a tip
something
in
I can get
Lothering.
for you? Brother Jim... no, of course not. I've never heard of him. I know everyone staying at my inn, and I've not heard of this person. Why would I be nervous? Listen, the person you're looking for isn't here. You should be on your way as soon as possible. They're watching me. I can't speak openly. Don't look around and keep your voice down. They're looking for anyone asking for this brother Genitivi. They told me to act like nothing's wrong and just deny ever having seen the brother or the knights.
Yeah, who are they?
I don't know. You should be on your guard and leave quickly. I don't know what happened to the knights, but I doubt it was anything good.
Okay.
Goodbye, and make her turn his gaze on you.
Interesting.
Good day.
Oh, yep. They're attacking us. These people, they don't want us to get to the urn. Okay, Morgan, are you gonna actually, like, fucking do something? Hold on. Tactics. I was gonna say, like, what the fuck? She's not doing anything. Okay, we gotta sort that out. Hold on. Okay, will he do anything now? Yes. Oh, and my fucking guy's dead again. What the fuck? That shit keeps happening.
How about it? A bit more damage, please. All right. Let's go!
Ah, fuck.
Kill it.
No fucking way. No fucking chance. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, that went a lot worse than I had anticipated, actually. Wait.
How does it feel?
It's missing a lot. Jesus.
Chipping away in all the wrong places.
Okay.
Is it just
Wow.
me, or did I do really badly back
Following
there?
it around puts one in a lot of danger.
-3 armor?
I suppose
Armor that
I
gives
should
you
be
-3
just by now.
armor? Wait, what
I
the
thank
fuck?
it for its help.
That is fucking weird. That is very weird.
Do this, do that.
Okay. So we're gonna go back to camp again, just so we don't have to waste injury kits. I know. But that was like... Yeah, I'm suddenly starting to do, like, not so good anymore. I don't really understand why or how.
Yes.
Yes.
But something I'm gonna have to deal with.